Greetings, Sigmas. Let's be real. Have you ever wondered why most women just don't get you and why that one rare woman stands out like a diamond in the dark? What kind of woman can match the energy of a lone wolf who doesn't follow the pack, who builds his empire in silence? Picture this, you're at a social event. Everyone's trying to impress, talk over each other and clout chase. But you're observing, silent, watching it all unfold like a movie you've seen before. You're not playing their game because you built your own. And just when you think there's no one here on your frequency, she walks in, calm, confident, unbothered. She doesn't need to be seen, but you see her. That's her, the only woman strong enough to be with a Sigma male. Today we're diving into who she is, why she's so rare, and what makes her the only match for a man who doesn't fit into the alpha-beta narrative. We'll explore the core of the Sigma male lifestyle, the traits she must have, the spiritual chemistry between these two outliers, and what makes this dynamic powerful yet elusive. Let's break it down. Before we define her, we've got to understand you, Sigmas. You're not anti-social. You're selectively social. You're not lonely. You're alone by choice. You're not trying to dominate the room. You're mastering your craft in the shadows. Sigmas operate outside the social hierarchy. They're self-reliant, introspective, and fiercely independent. You don't chase validation. You don't follow rules. You rewrite them. And when it comes to love, you don't fall for the loudest woman in the room. You fall for the one who doesn't need attention to feel complete. So let's meet her. Number one, she respects space, not fears it. The Sigma male needs space like he needs air. It's not a preference, it's a requirement. Silence isn't awkward for him, it's sacred. It's where he hears his own thoughts, recalibrates his mission, and sharpens his purpose. When he disappears for days, it's not to play mind games. He's not ghosting, punishing, or manipulating. He's retreating to refuel. Whether he's working on a business idea, reading 5 books in a weekend, training his body, or simply detaching from the relentless buzz of society, his solitude is strategic. Psychology calls it self-regulation, a mental reset that fuels creativity and clarity. Now here's where most relationships crack. When he doesn't respond to a text right away, the average woman spirals. Is he losing interest? Is something wrong? But a woman who truly understands the Sigma energy doesn't just tolerate space, she honors it. She's not threatened by distance because she's secure in herself. She sees silence as part of his process, not a sign of disconnection. In fact, she mirrors that independence. She's building too. She's not obsessed with constant updates or emotional babysitting. She gets it. Growth happens in solitude. And here's the truth. For a Sigma, peace is the love language, not clinginess, not codependency, not over-communication. He doesn't want to be possessed. He wants to be respected. If you suffocate him, he'll vanish. But if you give him room to breathe, he'll return more powerful, more focused, and more devoted than ever. Because when a Sigma knows you understand his silence, he knows he's found something rare. Number two, she has a life of her own. Sigmas aren't babysitters. They're not looking to raise someone else's self-esteem or manage emotional chaos. A Sigma male is a lone wolf by nature, independent, mission-driven, and allergic to drama. That's why he's not drawn to women who are merely seeking attention, affection, or someone to complete them. He's drawn to women with ambition, women who have a mission, not just mascara. The woman who captures a Sigma's interest is one who's building her own empire. She's not waiting around for someone to validate her existence. She's creating impact, pursuing purpose, and walking in power. Her identity isn't tied to her relationship status. It's anchored in her goals. And that's exactly what makes her magnetic to a Sigma. Studies in social psychology show that individuals with a high internal locus of control, those who believe they are responsible for their own success, tend to thrive in leadership and entrepreneurial roles. This is the kind of energy a Sigma male respects. He's not looking for dependency. He's looking for compatibility. This woman doesn't orbit his world. She has her own galaxy. And when those galaxies collide, it's not chaos. It's a strategic alliance. They don't complete each other. They complement each other. She doesn't need to be saved. She's the kind of woman who saves herself. And Sigmas? They deeply admire that because in a world full of noise and neediness, nothing stands out more to a Sigma male than a woman who stands firmly on her own 2 feet. Their connection, it's not built on emotional crutches, it's forged in mutual respect, independence, and shared vision. Number 3, emotionally intelligent, not emotionally explosive. Drama is repellent to the Sigma male, not because he's emotionally distant, but because he's emotionally disciplined. He's witnessed how unchecked emotions can detonate even the most promising relationships. Raised on logic and matured through solitude, the Sigma male has learned that peace isn't just a preference, it's a strategy. He doesn't entertain yelling matches or emotional manipulation. He's not impressed by tantrums or swayed by crocodile tears. The woman who captures his attention is the one who's mastered the art of emotional intelligence. That means she understands her own feelings, can express them clearly, and listens without the need to dominate. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is a psychological concept defined as the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, both in oneself and in others. According to psychologist Daniel Goleman, people with high EQ tend to have better relationships and decision-making skills. This is crucial for the Sigma male, who values depth over drama. In conflict, he doesn't want a fight. He wants a resolution. And the right woman for him doesn't just react, she responds with intentionality. She doesn't twist her words to wound or play power games. Instead, she communicates with clarity and calm, which is rare and therefore magnetic to the Sigma. Calm, after all, is a superpower in a world addicted to noise. The Sigma male doesn't need chaos to feel alive. He thrives in environments where peace reigns and logic guides decisions. And when he finds a woman who understands this, who brings harmony instead of havoc, that's when a deep, powerful connection can truly unfold. He doesn't fall for the loudest voice in the room. He falls for the calm in the storm. Number 4, she's mysterious, not needy. Let's be honest, Sigma males don't do clingy. They thrive in solitude, not because they're antisocial, but because they're self-contained. These men value depth over drama and substance over superficiality. That's why the woman who truly captures a Sigma male's attention isn't the one blowing up his phone or tagging him in every meme. She's the one who moves like a poem, quiet, layered, and impossible to forget. This woman doesn't chase. She doesn't need to. Her allure lies in her subtlety. She has an aura that sparks curiosity, not desperation. Psychologically speaking, mystery activates the brain's dopamine system, the same reward center triggered by goals and challenges. A Sigma male, who often thrives on intellectual stimulation, finds this dynamic irresistibly engaging. Her silence isn't cold, it's composed. Her stories aren't told all at once, they're discovered like secret chapters in a novel. She's complex, not complicated, and yes, there's a big difference. A complicated person creates confusion and conflict. Their emotional roller coasters become your problem. But a complex woman? She's rich in experience, layered in perspective, and emotionally self-aware. She's been through things, learned from them, and now carries herself with quiet strength. That depth isn't baggage, it's wisdom. Sigma males appreciate this. They don't want someone who needs constant validation or proximity. They seek a partner who is complete within herself. Someone who doesn't orbit their world, but rather invites them into a universe of her own. In the end, the woman who wins a Sigma isn't the loudest in the room. She's the one who doesn't try to win him at all. She's just authentic, intriguing, and self-possessed. And to a Sigma male, that's not just attractive, that's unforgettable. Number 5, high-value energy. Sigma males don't chase status, rather they attract energy. The women who captivate them exude a unique high-frequency energy that stands out effortlessly. It's not about competing with others or showing off material possessions. Instead, these women radiate confidence, authenticity, and a quiet strength that doesn't need to be announced. Their aura is magnetic. The Sigma male sees this energy long before words are exchanged. Why? Because real recognizes real. It's a deeper connection, not reliant on surface-level attraction. Sigma males are naturally attuned to authenticity, so when they encounter a woman who is grounded in her own truth, they recognize it instantly. It's the subtle yet undeniable pull that comes from her unshakable self-assurance and inner peace. This high-frequency energy is magnetic because it's genuine. Women who carry this energy are not trying to impress, they're simply being their true selves, and that speaks volumes to the Sigma male. He respects this power, and in turn he doesn't chase or compete. He simply appreciates and is drawn to the energy that's naturally present. It's a connection based on mutual recognition and understanding of one another's true essence. Number 6, she doesn't try to change him. Most women, when they encounter a Sigma male, may think, he's amazing or once I fix him. But this is the wrong approach. Sigma males are not puzzles to be solved. They are not looking for someone to change them or mold them into something they are not. Instead, the right woman for a Sigma will understand and accept him as he is. The silence of a Sigma male is not a flaw, it's a function of his personality. He values introspection, self-reflection, and often processes his thoughts internally before expressing them. This is not an issue to fix, but a characteristic to appreciate. Similarly, his independence is not a form of rebellion or resistance to commitment. It's simply who he is. A Sigma thrives when given the space to pursue his own path and follow his own values. He doesn't need constant validation or external direction to feel secure. The key to being with a Sigma male is not trying to control or change him. Instead, the ideal partner will flow with his rhythm, respect his need for solitude, and support his individuality. In return, this allows a deep connection built on mutual understanding and respect, without the need for unnecessary compromises. Number 7, loyalty over luxury. Sigma males are known for their strong sense of independence and self-reliance, and this trait extends to their relationships. They don't get swayed by superficial things like designer clothes or flashy displays of wealth. Instead, they value loyalty above all else. For them, actions speak louder than material possessions or social media validation. When it comes to the right woman, she's not someone who's only present when things are easy. She's the kind of person who shows up during the storm, supporting her partner when challenges arise and staying true through thick and thin. A true partner, she doesn't need constant public displays of affection or validation on platforms like Instagram. Her love is shown in the quiet moments, in how she uplifts her partner, and in her commitment behind closed doors. Sigma males appreciate a woman who values substance over optics. It's not about how the relationship looks from the outside, but about the deeper connection they share. She's protective of what they've built together, cherishing it without the need to showcase it to the world. In a relationship with a Sigma male, loyalty, trust, and genuine connection are everything. Number 8, deep thinker, not surface level. A Sigma male thrives on mental stimulation. For him, a relationship isn't just about attraction or compatibility, it's about engaging conversations that push boundaries. He needs a woman who isn't afraid to dive into complex topics, challenge his perspectives, and explore new ideas. A woman who can debate philosophy, question societal norms, and question life's deeper meanings. That's the kind of woman a Sigma male values. But what really sets the Sigma's ideal partner apart? It's her ability to challenge him intellectually, not to undermine his masculinity. A strong woman for a Sigma doesn't follow trends or simply go along with the crowd. Instead, she questions the status quo, thinks for herself, and isn't afraid to voice her opinions. This doesn't mean she is combative or dismissive of his views, but she isn't afraid to respectfully disagree and offer her own insights. This dynamic creates a relationship based on respect, growth, and mutual admiration for each other's intellect. For a Sigma, the strongest connections are built on shared curiosity, the exchange of ideas, and a willingness to think deeply about the world. That kind of intellectual bond is rare, and it's priceless. Number 9, spiritually grounded. A Sigma male's true power often thrives in solitude, where he can tap into his inner wisdom and strength. But what many don't realize is that his sense of self is deeply connected to something far greater than just the material world. He's attuned to a higher purpose. This spiritual alignment is key to his existence. Unlike those who are driven solely by physical attraction, the Sigma male values depth and meaning in his relationships. For a woman to truly resonate with him, she must embody similar qualities. She's not someone who simply fits conventional standards of beauty or status. Instead, she's grounded in her own sense of purpose, faith, or a deep understanding of life. This isn't a person who gets lost in surface-level appearances. She's soulful, someone who seeks to connect on a level that transcends the ordinary. The bond between a Sigma male and this type of woman is much more than physical chemistry. It's divine. Their connection is based on mutual respect, shared values, and a sense of alignment with something greater. Together they form a partnership that goes beyond the superficial, rooted in authenticity and spiritual depth. Number 10, she chooses him, but doesn't need him. Sigmas understand the importance of mutual respect and self-sufficiency in relationships. They value women who are whole within themselves, not those who seek external validation or dependency. A strong woman in the Sigma male's eyes isn't chasing after someone to fill an emotional gap or complete her identity. She is already complete, confident, and self-assured. This makes her attractive not only because of her independence, but also because of her ability to bring something meaningful to the table. This dynamic creates a rare and powerful bond. When two self-sufficient individuals come together, the relationship isn't about completing one another, it's about elevating each other to new heights. They each have their own identity, goals, and passions, but they come together as a united force. In this partnership, there's no power struggle or imbalance. Instead, there's an exchange of respect, support, and encouragement. For Sigmas, the appeal of this type of woman lies in her ability to stand on her own while being able to contribute to a partnership. They don't have to constantly reassure her or be her emotional crutch. Instead, she brings strength, wisdom, and her own unique energy, making their connection even more profound. In fact, the idea of a power couple isn't about dependence. It's about two individuals who excel in their own lives, but choose to combine forces for something greater. They understand that together, they can achieve more. This mutual respect and strength are what make a Sigma male and a strong, independent woman an unstoppable pair. They're not filling voids, they're amplifying each other's greatness, creating something truly exceptional. When a Sigma meets the right woman, the dynamic is electric, but not in an over-the-top way. It's calm, rare, and strong. There's a connection that goes beyond the typical fireworks. It's genuine and grounded. Sigmas don't seek someone to complete them. They need someone who complements them, understanding their need for space and independence. There's no drama, no need for attention, just real, unfiltered interaction. It's the kind of bond that most people will never truly understand, but that's perfectly fine because neither of them seeks the spotlight. Instead, they focus on building something significant behind the scenes. Remember, Sigmas, not every woman deserves access to your world. Your solitude, your path, and your love are sacred. Share them only with someone who truly values your silence, understands your depth, and appreciates your strength. Wait for that rare, real connection. Keep your standards high, your circle tight, and your mind sharp. Stay true to yourself. Stay Sigma.